Well, here I am. I made it. Many years I've been trying to find the time and the energy or whatever it takes to get all the way out here. I'm in the Richland Creek Wilderness area in the Ozarks, not very far from the Eureka Springs area, Jasper, um, if any of those sound familiar to you. um, I'm at the top of the ridge right now. I climbed up here earlier today. Wanted to have some lunch and see all this. So I'm going to walk you back through the caves, because this is really what I came for, was these really cool caves that are way up on top of this mountain. Everything out here starts to look the same after a while. It gets a little daunting if you don't know the path that you're supposed to be on, because the path kind of disappears and you really are just kind of navigating. That happens, but I did find what I was looking for. It's this way. We're going to walk back through it and take a look. Alright, so this is going to get a little rough, so if this video gets jerky, it's because I'm trying to balance myself. You have to step with purpose in this kind of environment because everything's covered with leaves and you can't really tell where you're stepping sometimes, and you can't just trust any rock you put your foot on. I've crossed some pretty deep creeks today. Very slow, very cold water. There's still ice up here and some unmelted snow actually. So that was a very cold, wet experience, but I wasn't going to come all the way out here and not get to where these are so that I could show y'all. See this in the back of me? Look at these outcroppings. Very interesting geology. Worth the price of admission. I will not lie. If you had to bed down, I'm going to tell you right now, if you got trapped out here and it was really cold and windy, this little cave right back here behind me would do in a pinch. It provides cover from the wind, providing it's not blowing right in there, but it would do. Cover up my ears so I can look more like a biker or something. All right, continuing on. You got to step with purpose, like I said. Everything is with purpose. Those of you that hike and you know who you are, Richland Creek Wilderness, Sandstone Castles, look it up. You've got to come up here. This is beautiful. Here's another cave. Now, this cave is actually pretty cool. Somebody went through the energy to set up this little firewall you see here, so that when they burn the fire in there, it reflects the heat back into the cave, which is important if you're up here trying to stay warm. The only downside of that is that fires typically, you're going to get some soot in these caves, but that's just the way it is. The caves are in remarkably good shape. I was afraid that by the time I got to come up here and experience this, that they were going to be just full of graffiti, and they're not. They're in a good natural state. There are some issues, a couple things, with the fires and whatnot, but that's not natural. But I think it's kind of nice. If I was going to come up here and try to stay the night, this would be interesting, because I'd be able to lay my tent out, do my thing there, and have this reflective heat coming back on me. Really cool cave right there. On to the next one. Very quiet up here too. It's way different than being down there on the creeks, because they're noisy. Here's another creepy one. Come with me. This actually goes way back in there, about another 20 feet. It's just an interesting spot. Not a place you'd want to try to camp or anything. There's a neat little ledge right up there. Very cool little place. You know, for being out here in the middle of freaking nowhere. Well, it's somewhere now, baby. Somewhere now. We're coming up to the second of the largest caves that are in this little system right here. This one's really cool. Look behind me, you can kind of see size ratio. Somebody built a little table there out of rock. Just a neat, convenient spot. You can see my little day pack back there in the background because I wasn't going to carry my full pack up here knowing I wasn't going to stay. Be going back down to the Twin Falls to camp tonight before I make my way out. All right, so let's see if we can do this way. That's a real neat view. See what's going on here. Not too bad, not too messy. I've seen messier situations. They're in great shape. No graffiti. Everybody's treated this really well and preserved it as best as possible. No litter. I can't tell how many times I come out into the Arkansas area, especially on Eagle Rock Loop. I get really discouraged because of the amount of litter people leave on the trail, because some people are just, well, they're assholes, for lack of better terms, doing that sort of thing. And they leave messes behind. We don't do that. Now look at this right here. Spectacular, huh? That right there. This is why I'm in shape, so that I can make it up a mountain to see this in person and not on the cover of some damn magazine. Not that I don't like magazines, don't get me wrong. Look at here. In a pinch, you could hide in there. You could sleep in there. I mean, why not? Beautiful little spot, huh? This is the outside of this particular cave. Now we're going to go over to this other one. This other one is really big. You're going to be impressed. The hike up here was pretty steep. I gotta admit, pretty steep. I've been on steeper though, and I'm not a puss. So. Little outcrop in there. The big cave. Follow me. This cave probably goes almost 80 or so feet back, and it's really big, and it's fairly dry actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I go all the way to the very back of this. Hope I don't wake a damn Sasquatch up back here. That'd be terrible. Alright, so here I am. I am in the very back of the cave. Oh, it's actually really well lit. More so than I thought. There's the top up there. There's no bats in here. That crack goes way on up in there though. It's there's a little bit of water. I imagine once in a while there's a natural spring that'll come through. But yeah, this cave is cool. don't see me. It's too much light. Too much light. Got a little crevice over here. You could tuck some gear in if you needed to. Then there's a spot right there that goes out to the side of the mountain. Let's walk through there. Why? Because they told us not to. Nobody's the boss of us. This is some tripping stuff right here. Looks like this could be the pathway in. It kind of does look like it because there's my trail coming up. Right there, I see it. Just give you some kind of perspective as to how far up on this mountain I am and what is directly up above my head. And I am out here, man. This is what it is about. I've seen very few people. Not that I don't like people. Whoa, because I do. But sometimes you want that solitude. That was the cave we just came out of a minute ago. Yeah, so this is the path coming up, and so this would be like a little bit of a shortcut. Let's go back through that. That was fun. This is so cool. If I lived in this area, I'd be up here all the time. I do want to come back and actually camp in one of these caves to say I spent the night in a damn cave. Never done that. It's probably not a big deal to some people, but for me that would be a pretty big deal. And I haven't seen a Sasquatch yet. Now I went and jinxed myself. Watch that big bastard come around the corner. Jack Link's beef jerky. Well, I run with Sasquatch. I don't run away from him. There it is. You've got to witness this with me. I thank you for joining me. This live broadcast, it's really not live. I'm gonna turn this off. I got all the pictures I need. And I'm gonna grab a few more snacks and I'm gonna sit and watch this sun on this hill. Took me about 35 minutes to walk up this ridge to get up here. I imagine going down will be a little quicker. And I'm going to camp down on Twin Falls. There's another video on here of Twin Falls. And then I'm going to make my way out of here in the morning. That means I'm going to have to cross deep cold water again. But on the way out, I don't care. I'll be fine. Got dry clothes in the truck, so. And remember, I'm not a puss. Wait a minute. I see something else. Gotta check this out. Look at that hill. You fall down that, they'll never find you. You'll dash into a million pieces. Snack time.